and finds he has a goods worth of 15,000 in hands. The rent, the individual performs an economic activity. He carries on few transactions and encounters with some events. It is not a logical that he will want to know the result of his activity. So, what is the activity that he is doing? We want to know. So, we see that an individual who runs a stationery business earns a surplus of a 42,000. How this can be predicted? See. So, what in the summary we can see, he holds goods sold. So, he sold the goods of 1,47,000 oath, and he holds a stock in hand. It's nothing but, in general we say it is goods in hand. So what is the goods in hand amount is 15,000 rupees. In total, it is 1,62,000 we have, and we need to know the exact picture. The surplus, it's nothing but goods purchased. It's nothing but a purchase of a goods that is it's nothing but 1,50,000, and out of which he paid a shop rent of 5,000 rupees rent. It's a charge, and the total 1,20,000 rupees of expenses. So 1 lakh out of 1,20,000. So out of 1,60,000, so we are deducting the expenses. It's nothing but the 42,000 rupees is a surplus which were mentioned here. So it is a calculation part. And this is how the surplus and what are the expenses and what is income is nothing but income and expense kind of a thing will taken, and which is the result of whether we were in surplus or it is in a deficit mode. So this is the actual calculation we can see, right? And we are moving to the basic concept, which is a meaning of accounting. So what is an accounting? So accounting is a, it is nothing but a recording, a classifying and summarizing, analyzing, interpreting, and communicating all sig- all significant transactions, which is in terms of money, is nothing but an accounting. So the definition of accounting is varies from the institute to institute, and it may be from American Institute of Certified Public Accountant, and it will be a terminology wide. So it differs. So you can search like accounting principle body says something about accounting, and I said before, like an account American Institute Certified Public Accountant, it is nothing but AICPA, and APB is nothing but accounting principle board. So on the basis of the nature and how we will work on it and how it will be classified and the what is the procedure of accounting, this can be divided. So we will go. So this is a basic definition of accounting. You can search it in a Google and you'll find a absolute decision. So definition of it, and we can go with the procedure how the accounting is actually works out. What is the concept? So it is a concept behind and introducing this how it will be go works in reality in practical how we will. So there's nothing but the functional area of this accounting is, so there are two types of functional. The main we are focusing in accounting is it will be used for generating a financial information. The second benefit that we will going with this procedure is we are using this information, right? Using the financial information. So we are going to use this financial information where, so if X is a person is going to start a business, so he invested around a 1 lakh rupees into the business. He want to know so whether at the end of a period like a 12 months and after a year, after a month on month basis, or after 6 months he want to know where I am. Is I'm in a profit, is my company is in a profit mode, or my company is going to a losses. So if this is a situation that he can analyze, so if he's going into a losses, he need to take some measures and take some steps to improve the same, and he need to implement those measures, that the firm will get into, or the company will get into a profit mode, right? Yes, we will moving to the procedure, how this procedure of accounting will work. So I'm explaining you in brief. It is in a theoretical mode, I'm taking it in a, so it's an easy way to understand someone, taking into a tree diagram. So it is a procedure how it will work. Okay, it is nothing but a generating, it is a generating function. First we need to generate a financial information. It gives a financial information, then these can be used. Something I told you in the beginning, it is generating. So it's nothing but the procedure starts with generating the financial information and using of this financial information, right? So we are putting it here, using the financial information, right? So after generating this financial information, what we are doing with the information? So information is nothing but, so we are gathering the financial transactions and events, right? These transactions and events which involves money, right? Which is nothing but a financial information. And here we go, what we are doing with the information. So in practical also we'll do the same thing. So first we will we are recording it, okay? And we are classifying the third function. We're summarizing. The fourth, we are analyzing. Why we are analyzing? We are analyzing to take a decision. So we are interpreting. And the last, so we are communicating something through this information. Okay, so analyzing, summarizing, and classifying. So, recording. So, what we are recording here? We are recording. What is recording? This is a basic function to start an accounting procedure, right? It is a basic function. So, in exams, we'll get a question like a multiple choice question in competitive examination and all. What is a basic function of accounting? The basic function is nothing but recording the transactions and events. It is nothing. It is nothing but we are posting the transaction. We are identifying the transactions. We are converting them into a journal book. So journal. So we are going with creation of journals, right? It's a kind of a book called journal book, where we were recording all the transactions and events. Okay, so it will have some subsidiary books also. We will get to know about it in the next chapter. Okay, so classifying, what we are classifying here. So classified information according to the titles of the scene. It's nothing but the information will be classified. Information is called classified in ledger. So there's a separate accounts which we will open on the name of account and all. So you will get to know. Summarizing in the form of profit and loss account and a balance sheet. And it will comes under the first will go with a may contains a trial balance and a cash flow. It is a statement. So analyzing. We are going with the analyzing part. So what we are analyzing here, so the data which were given in the financial statements, so we are analyzing a methodological classification. Under the methodological classification, the data given in the financial statements we are analyzing. So why we are analyzing these data? To know, to draw, and to know the exact position of a firm or a company. Okay, so we are analyzing what we are analyzing, whatever we prepared in summarized form. So these documents, these accounts and the statements we are analyzing here to draw a decision and to know the exact position of the business. Interpreting is nothing but it is a final function. It is nothing but a final function. It is a final function of accounting. Why it can be why it is a final function of accounting? It is nothing but this is concerned with explaining the meaning and the significance of the relationship as established by analysis of accounting data. It is nothing but we are taking these all into account, and based on the information we are interpreting, right? So the recorded financial data is analyzed and interpreted in the manner that will enable the end user to make a meaningful judgment about the financial condition and the profitability of the business operations. The financial statement should explain not only what had happened but also why it happened and what is likely to happen under a specific condition. So we will learn this aspect of a financial statements in the later stage of in the second video or third video. Okay, so what is the communicating part? What we are communicating through this profit and loss account and trial balance and cash flow statement and balance sheet and analysis and interpretation. So what we are communicating, to whom we are communicating. So it is concerned with the transmission of a transmission of a summarized, analyzed and interpreted information. It's nothing but it is based on summarizing, analyzing and interpreting. These three come to a communication. It's nothing but I'm giving a number. It is a first part and it is a second part, it is a third part, and it is fourth, and it is a fifth one. So 3 plus 4 plus 5. Together, we're taking these three into consideration. Together, we're coming to a conclusion. We are communicating something through this. What is that? So to the end users, to whom we are communicating, to the end users, to enable them to make rational decisions. So what are the rational decisions? If X person started a company, so he started the company and he want to go with he want to raise some capital from the market. So when he will when he want to raise the money through the market, he absolutely go and register with the BSC and NSC, and he will going with a share allotment kind of a thing. So if a person is investing some things, and if a person is giving some debts to a company, so they definitely look into these statements and the performance and interpretation statement, what this is communicating and all. Right, this is done through a preparation and distribution of accounting reports, which includes, besides the usual profit and loss account and the balance sheet, the additional information in the form of accounting ratios, graphs and diagrams and fund flow statements. Okay, so this will contain the communication of information. The first two procedures states is nothing but the process of generating financial information along with the preparation of a trial balance, which comes under bookkeeping, while the preparation of a financial statement and analysis and interpretation, and also its communicating to the various users, are considered as accounting stages. So we will learn the term bookkeeping and distinction with accounting in the coming topics. So this is a video about the basic function and the process of accounting. The next is a using of a financial information and the process of accounting. What is the objectives that we are preparing this accounting and evaluation accounting and social sciences in the next video.